Come on in, come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute since we've gathered to care for ourselves on a Sunday. So excited to be, getting back into our self-care Sundays. And I have an announcement to make, some changes that we've made to the series. Excited. So when I began this series, it was geared towards women. I just wanted a space where we could come together to share and care for ourselves. And I don't know what happened, but the men were watching too. I was so surprised because a number of the men came and said, hey, we're watching this series that you have out, and why don't you address us too, right? You come in, you're like, hey ladies, what about us? As we're listening in, some of what you're talking about, it applies to us too, and we want to grow and expand. I was like, word? For real? Because I was of the opinion then that since, being a man is not my lived experience, I didn't want to come in there and start talking about or sharing when I'm not well versed on what's happening and what people are experiencing. But then, just after much talking to some of my guy friends, they just encouraged me and said, look, what you're sharing is for humanity in general. And you love uplifting humanity, so uplift everybody, right? We all want to care for ourselves. We all want to do better, be better, show up better, and encourage one another as we go along. And hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I embraced it. And I said, alrighty, we'll open it up to everybody, right? So welcome everybody. And while I was at it, I thought, okay, what else do I want to do with the series, right? It's self-care, and I love that, but I don't only want to talk about self-care. I want to deepen it. I want to talk about soul care, And as a creative, you guys know, singer-songwriter, poet, and just somebody who uses their voice, as art. I just thought I want a place where creatives come and gather and feel good, right? And grow and expand. And so I wanted to just merge wellness with creativity and self-expression. And I'm so excited to do that. Once that came to me, it just sparked this sense of joy within myself. And I was like, you know what? This is really what I wanna share with people. So whether you are a singer, a dancer, a designer, a chef, whatever, whatever is, you're a painter, a writer, whatever way in which you use your creativity to bring forth, things into life, welcome. And if you're just about, making sure that the life you're living is to the best of its ability, using your creative energy to create your best life possible, space for you, all right? So we've rebranded to calling this Creative Soul Sundays. So welcome everybody to Creative Soul Sundays. I'm so excited. All right, let's get started. Let's get into what we're going to be discussing today. And before we do that though, those of you who are new to the space, you will note that this is long form content. It's very intentional that I do that because as I am speaking, I want you to actually stop what you're doing and really immerse yourself in what we're talking about, in the questions, in the topic, in the theme, and use that time as your time to care for yourself and your soul. All right? Get your journal. Yeah, we do that around here. We love to journal because we introspect, we contemplate, we dive really deep. So actually we start with a yummy beverage of your choice. Yeah, get that so that you can be sipping on something yummy. Be in a cozy corner where you're not going to be disturbed for the duration of this video. Yeah. And get your journal and get to journaling these prompts as we go through this topic. The first thing is, what do you want to create this year? What do you want to create this year? Or what do you feel called to create? Yeah. Because we know with a lot of creative people, it literally feels like a calling, right? And some of us are also very good at not answering the call. But, we're not doing that this year, not you. Huh? This year we're answering calls. Yeah. All right. So what do you want to create? What is it that you want to create? And with this, I want you to take it a little deeper, a little further. As we create what we create, oftentimes we can find that in the process, we are not actually taking care of ourselves. Maybe we're doing too much and we are burned out, right? Or we're not caring for our emotions. Something has been put to the side, right? So we're not functioning optimally. And I want to challenge you to, as you pursue your creative projects, to be taking care of yourself in the meantime, or rather at the same time. So with this prompt, expand it to spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. What environment do I want to create for myself? What spiritual environment do I want to create for myself? That's also later going to enhance your creativity. Do you need to tune in more with yourself? Do you need to be listening into your guidance even more? Your angels and guides are knocking and knocking and knocking at the door and no one's answering. Right? What are you doing about that? Your emotional world. What environment are you creating that is going to be supportive of your creative endeavors? Your mental space. What mental environment are you creating to support you on this journey? Physically, so for me that means two things. Number one, the body temple, right? Your body. What do you need to do to make sure that you're taking care of your body in a way that then allows your creativity to fully come through? And of course, the second thing, what are you actually physically creating, right? So let's explore that, journal that, get into that. Nice. Next up is, what has hindered me in the past? What has blocked me in the past? What has stopped me in the past from creating that which I want to create, or that which I know I'm called to create? What blocked me before? This is a big one. This is a big one for a lot of people, right? Something happened in the past. It stopped you in your tracks. And now you're not fully there. You're not fully creating. You're not fully committing to what you need to create, right? And the angels are really, saying to emphasize this point, for us to look at what happened in the past that is blocking us from coming fully to our creativity, right? Is it fear? Because that's a real thing for creative people. Because it's like when you have to put this out for the world to see, you're bearing your soul, or for the world to experience, you're bearing your soul. So it can get really scary. We're afraid to be judged, and it's natural to fear judgment, but it doesn't mean that it should stop us, right? We're gonna have to learn to work with it, for the fear to be there, but we're still moving forward, or for us to be able to find ways to eliminate the fear if we're able to, right? So what blocked you in the past from this expression? It could have been things that other people said, that you're still holding on to. I know I struggled with that in the past. Just, like having, put this stuff out creatively and not had, and actually just having been criticized heavily, and then just developed a fear when I was younger, to just fully put stuff out, and then took on the words of that, those harsh statements, and then started using them against myself. Isn't that crazy? But we do that as people, right? We then abandon ourselves and then take on the criticism of other people and then use that to beat ourselves down. Right? No more. Right? We're going to have to start like really growing, putting on our big boy or big girl panties and saying, okay, yes, there will be that judgment, maybe not, but I'm still going to go forth and create, right? Because that's bigger than the negativity that might come, right? And we have to learn to navigate through that and to overcome it. We can't use it anymore as an excuse to stay small or stay stuck, right? So explore that and really get to the little things, because it's the little things that you tell yourself, like, in a day or when you're about to do something creative, or that just lingers in your head and it's all muddy and you're feeling confused and whatever. It's those little things that you say to yourself. So if it's things you're saying, write them down. What are the negative statements you are telling yourself about this, right? Or what did you hear before that you're still repeating to yourself? Or where were you not supported before and you thought or you wished support could come from? Sometimes it's our guardians or the people who are in a role to parent us or take care of us in that capacity. Maybe they don't see the gift, right? And that's okay, but now you know that this gifting is here and you want to take the reins of making sure that you're stepping forward with it, right? So now it's almost like you have to separate those statements and give yourself that encouragement, or find communities like this where you can get that encouragement, right? So identify the thing so that you're then able to overcome it, right? Nice. You're doing amazing, creative soul. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I know some of it can be triggering, but stick with it so that, we can rise above, because it's going to get better. Post this, you're getting stronger, and then you're going to be able to be fully expressed, which is what we're looking for, right? Nice. Next up, what steps am I going to take to overcome that thing that blocked me before, right? What steps am I going to take to overcome it? Write it down and actually pick one you can do this week. That's going to be your challenge, your call to action, right? Do you need to literally get online, get the supplies that you need to create something? Do it. Do it. Do you need to pick up the phone, make the phone call to go check out the space that you were thinking to set up, whatever? Do it. Right? Do you need to pick up your guitar and start playing something? Do you need to start writing? Right? Maybe you're a writer, you're not writing at the moment. Maybe you need to just say, hey, let me get to it. What is it? Do you need to go for, something with your physical body, right? To allow that expression to come through. Do you need to do something for your body? Whatever it is you need to do, emotional healing, name it. Do you need to connect better with your guides so you can hear what's up, right? Do it. Do what you need to do to overcome. Write those steps down and get to it, right? Then lastly, last prompt of the day. You're doing amazing. Keep going. What creative promise, or rather commitment, am I making to myself today to ensure that what I stated in point number 1 truly does come to life, right? So this is about what you're going to be doing to make sure that what you promised yourself you want to create actually gets created. So for example, you're a writer. You haven't been writing. Maybe your creative commitment, creative promise is every day you're going to sit at your desk, whether you have an idea or you don't. Sit there, give yourself 30 minutes and just write. And just do it. That's your creative commitment for this year, to do that, right? Maybe you're a chef, you're a cook, you want to do something in this space, with creating food. That is incredible and amazing, right? What is your creative promise? Are you trying out new recipes every week? Are you trying to put something together? What are you doing to be making sure that this is happening, right? In the past, for me, when I really needed to step into my artistry more, I had to look at it and say, okay, I'm not singing enough. I am just not doing it enough. So what is my commitment? To go and sing more. What does that look like every week? Okay, every week I'm going here to be jamming with people. And come rain, come sunshine, come whatever, I'm there. And for a period of time, I did that. Just back to back to back to back to back to back. And it didn't matter if I felt great or I didn't feel good, if I felt prepared enough or I didn't. It's like, live through it. Show up and show out. So what is your creative commitment? Because you want to get going. That way the energy starts moving. And once that energy starts moving, things start happening. You meet people. You find more within yourself that you want to express. Something comes to light, right? You signal to the universe that, hey, this is important to me and I'm going for it. And the energy, more energy is going to flow there because your attention is now on those things. And with this, the angels are reminding me to say to you that your soul is infinite. No doubt about that. But each lifetime that you live is finite. So guard your time, right? Allocate it to the things that really matter and the things that you want to birth and bring forth. Like, don't neglect that this year. Really, really tap into it and focus on that. Yeah? It's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. That's what I'm hearing. So those are your prompts for today, creative soul. How is that feeling? I'm proud of you for going through it. I know it can be triggering to look into aspects of ourselves that we maybe don't want to look at or want to hide from. But, let's look at it and then in a loving way and let's bring it forth and let's heal it, right? So that we're then able to overcome and keep moving forward. Yeah? So proud of you. So proud of you. You're doing amazing. You did amazing. And now you can go off and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Beautiful soul. And I'll see you next week with a new episode of Creative Soul Sunday. Let me know in the comments how you found this activity, this exercise. Connect with me as you always do. Let me know where it's landing for you, all right? Share with us so that we can grow and, we grow together. Yeah? Remember though, your art, your voice, your story, it matters. And we need it. Humanity needs it. Deeply, seriously. So share it. Yeah? I'm always in your corner. I'll see you next week, fam. Yeah. Stay inspired. Stay soulful. Stay creative. Ciao.